and things.
After he came out, I held him for 10-15 minutes, and he did start to nurse. Pretty much been the main thing he's wanted to do. It's his favorite activity so far.
Yeah, he's been on it. It's where I get to sleep tonight if we sleep. On TV, got the World Series on. Looks like Christy's going to be our nurse.
What was your takeaway from the whole delivery experience? I don't think we've really recapped since.
Yeah, so this one was a little bit more difficult than the other two because he was flipped face up, which apparently makes it harder. So
sometimes your pushes might not be as effective as they otherwise could be.
She had to push a little bit harder.
But then he turned. Okay, so baby's first 24 hours here in the hospital. Bub's over there. Topless. Well, I've read there are many benefits to the dad doing skin to skin as well with the baby. And he's just eaten. He's nursed a handful of times already, had his first poopy diaper. What else? When you're in the hospital after giving birth, there's a lot of bleeding. So you're going to be having the like hospital mesh undies probably given to you, which are great, and a big old pad, and you just gotta kind of tread carefully in the bathroom. They collect, actually, I guess for a little while, what you do bathroom wise in something called the hat, and so it's so the nurses can kind of look through and see if you're having any huge clots or anything that you're passing. Just lets them know like what's going on, like it's gonna be bloody, but the extent to which you have clots in there, they're able to see that. So that's happened. They come in periodically. How often are they coming in, Bub?
I'm not sure.
And checking. They're checking my temperature, his temperature, breathing, stuff like that. Nothing too like time consuming or whatever, but it's just, you're getting checked on a regular basis. I've been given a stool softener, which you want to definitely like make sure that's happening because pooping ain't easy early on after giving birth, I can tell you that. I'm drinking a lot of water in my fabulous hospital cup. I'm pretty much just hanging out in my nursing bra right now because I realized that I was leaking a bunch. I know that you can leak some colostrum, but my gown here was like flat out wet, and I'm like, well, what's going on here? Has my milk already come in? Like, it seems weird. I'm not feeling like the milk letdown sensation, but it's quite a bit happening there. That's definitely a big difference. I've never noticed that much leakage with either of the other two at this stage of the game. So anyway, that's what's going on for little baby Rhett's first 24 hours here. It's only just after 10 o'clock. I'm pretty tired, but he makes these little noises when I think he's sneezing, or he's trying to get out a sneeze, and it's just like a tiny outburst. So cute. One of the snacks I ended up bringing, Elfin Mix. It just sounded fun. Good stuff. Oh, I meant to say as well, the epidural is, I would say, 90% worn off. I ended up having probably the most numbness sort of feeling in my left leg. I was laying on my left side a lot during labor, so I have been able to get up and move myself around kind of slowly. My back feels really sore, lower back. I don't know if that's epidural site related pain or just like muscle pain or pain from pushing like hell. I don't know, but pain as a whole feels right now at this point in time pretty minimal for me, so I'm really grateful for that. It's about 1 a.m. My lower back is hurting me so bad I need to get some Motrin or something for that. I'm sweating a lot, which I think is estrogen leaving the body. He's been a little fussy a couple times, and I've tried to nurse, and then he's like falling asleep, and I'm trying to get enough of the nipple in his mouth. You know, the breastfeeding struggles, so working on that. I'm just really tired. Hi friends, it's just after 5 in the morning. I haven't even taken my makeup off. I've got one of my nightgowns on, which is just great for nursing. I did get, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half of sleep. He definitely had a nice little stretch in there where he slept for maybe 2 hours or a little more, but I was just constantly like any little squirm, I wanted to get up and like to see what was going on. So he slept a little while in his little bassinet thing over here. Can you see that? So that wheels around, and it's got the diapers that they give you here and everything. I'm trying to keep my lanolin cream on after I get done nursing, but it is a little painful at times. It's kind of hard. It's all about positioning, really. And I think sometimes positioning in the bed is a little bit harder than like this chair over here, where I can really be in control of how he's latching and stuff. So I think that'll be a little easier probably when I get on my own home turf. But he is just precious, and he's always like looking around and listening, and he's just so sweet. It even sounds like he makes a little noise. It sounds like hi, those little noises. Yes. So that's what's up. This time yesterday I was just getting ready. Baby Red, the first 24 hours continued in the hospital here. Basically, people have been kind of in and out all throughout the morning. We've had like the birth certificate people talking to us, housekeeping's come in. They did the hearing test, which did not go so smoothly on, I guess, round 1. They're going to do it another time later, but he was extremely fussy, getting, I guess, a lot of adhesives, it seems like, kind of taped around on him. It was hard to watch, honestly. Like, it was also hard to hear. He was very upset then during the bath. Just everything's going down this morning, and now I think he's just kind of exhausted from it all. And
other than that, he's been so calm, though.
He has.
He'll like let out little squawks sometimes.
He just doesn't really like to be messed with.
No.
So
He likes to be. He just wants to do his own thing. He's independent.
to be held by me or Bub.
Right.
And if anybody else is going to hold him, they best not be trying to stick anything
just
to
don't
him
mess
or
with
in him or on him. But I was pretty concerned. I mean, you don't like to hear that, oh, they didn't pass the hearing test. Like, what? There could be amniotic fluid or vernix, I guess, still kind of in here. I'm not sure how that's going to change by later in the day, but
I feel like he's reacted to sounds, though.
oh, he definitely has.
Like the door shut or something happened when the
your alarm
Social Security
went off
lady
this
was
morning.
here.
Actually, I wasn't even thinking about like is he going to react, but I think he's hearing things.
Yeah.
I just think he was frustrated AF at the time and crying his eyes out. So
yeah, and the doctor said that 25% of babies don't pass it the first time anyway. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a problem. But
love it. That's where we're at. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
And friends, can I tell you, I have not redone my makeup. In fact, well, I could hardly say I slept in it because I really didn't sleep much last night, but Maybelline Superstay, remnants still of my Besame Dusty Rose. Things are hanging in there rather well, I must say. Not that I'm really proud to have had the makeup on my face this long, but it is what it is, and it's definitely lasting. Future Emily here just wanted to bounce in to explain something that I sort of forgot to talk about in the actual timing of the vlog. But that second hearing test happened, and it was a different person who came in and did it. And they actually explained to us, oh yeah, you can hold your baby during this test. I could not remember what happened during Belle and Eve's. I know they passed it. I'm pretty sure one of us was probably holding them at the time, but I didn't really remember all that. So this other person came in and gave round 2 of the test, and like I nursed him just beforehand, and then like Bub sat there. He was just happened to be in the chair and held him during the test, and it does make a world of difference because I think, as far as I know, the test really shouldn't even be administered to a baby who is all out like bawling. It's not gonna work. Okay, so that kind of ticks me off that the first go round probably is like not even valid. But the second time he was calm, and they talked about how it probably is some kind of fluid issue that's, many babies still have some in there at that early time. This was only a few hours after the first test was taken, and he passed the left ear, but not the right. Sorry, got to readjust, nursing him right now. But it's the policy then that if you do not pass it before you leave the hospital, you do have to schedule an outpatient visit to be checked again within a few days, somewhere in there. So that is what we ended up scheduling, and you will see the outcome of that coming up. But I just wanted to make people aware that when they come in and they do these hearing tests, like, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to say, like, can I hold them during this? Because you can. And also, just regarding my overall delivery experience, though, it was amazing. My doctor, his name is Dr. Gates, and he is just the best, and it was a wonderful experience. I didn't even tear this time, which was awesome. And I just can't say enough about his care and the care of those delivery nurses and the ones who helped me through labor and everything. Like, it was just a really, amazing day with a fabulous ending and a perfect little dude at the end of it all. So I did want to elaborate on that and give my thanks, because it was truly a magical experience, as you may have seen if you watched the birth vlog. But anyway, hearing test wise, the way we had to leave it at the hospital was that he had passed one ear, did not pass another ear, and we are now waiting on our outpatient appointment, and you will hear the conclusion of that coming up.
We're free to go.
Did he yawn?
Pumpkin feet.
He's like, oh, go on. Okay, everybody, I'm not sure what vlog this is going to fall into, but I think I mentioned in a previous little clip that I shot that we did this hearing test in the hospital that all the newborns have to take. They're going to give it 2 times in the hospital if need be, and before you get discharged after giving birth. And the first time he failed it. I mean, he was crying, bawling. It was not a pleasant thing. I just, we barely even, the person who came in and gave it barely told us what she was even doing at the time, and it was just weird. Next go around, he passes one ear, but not the other. And the people are telling us throughout, they can have fluids still in there, amniotic fluid, vernix, the creamy white stuff, newborn goo that they come out with. But, just knowing that was enough to get me good and nervous and, on edge over, well, is there actually a problem, though? The next step is that the hospital, just the one that we went to, schedules you for an outpatient time to come in. And so today's Monday. It's almost 1 full week since he was born, and they tested him and he passed in both freaking ears. And I am so happy. Nothing compares this feeling of just knowing that, okay, everything is fine. Oh my gosh. And I have been thinking about it so much. It's been in the back of my mind. It's kept me from, I don't know, fully experiencing my life for the last few days, I feel, because I just have been really, in the back of my mind, preoccupied about it. And just hoping for the best and looking up way too many things online. And I mean, I felt like deep down that he was fine, because he was just behaving so much like what I'm used to seeing from when Biddy and Nookie were newborns, just pretty good, responsiveness and just focus, and just, I don't know, I got a vibe about it that he was really hearing me, and he was definitely startling to different sounds, so that was good. But to have it all confirmed is just great. So this is the follow-up. My heart goes out to anybody who's dealing with this or more serious concerns, that you have to like just kind of wait for that next appointment and to know that things are okay or know what the next thing is you can do. I really feel for you. So thank you for watching. Bub, anything?
Happy day.
So guys, I realize this vlog kind of went outside the full 24 hours, but I really wanted to give you the full story on what we were dealing with the hearing test and just let you see how that all came together and concluded, and something you could maybe expect or relate to if you're going through that too with your newborn. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching and let you know that I've got some ideas for upcoming videos. I really want to do the postpartum must-haves and maybe mixed in with that some newborn must-haves. So that's something. I also kind of want to dive into the whole thought of adjusting with other siblings. You know, we have Belle, who is 5, and Eve, who is 2, and I do feel like we've gone through some kind of difficult adjustments. Like when we first came home from the hospital, Belle happened to be sick like that very night, our first night back at home, and that lasted for a couple days. And then we had sort of some separation anxiety coming out in Biddy, as far as like kind of going on a bit of a nap time and bedtime strike in terms of not wanting to sleep in her own bed alone. And so that was something we also kind of had to go through. So there have been some adjustments. There's been a lot like going on besides just newborn newness. And I remember that to be the case too when Biddy came home from the hospital, and I thought, you know, you think it's going to be all about your newborn, but really, like, I found Belle taking center stage in many ways and making her presence very much felt in a number of ways. And I do think that you shouldn't underestimate the level of change in their lives as well. So I think that might be something I talk about in a future video too. But let me know your requests if there's anything baby related you want to see. I mean, I'm not like turning into a baby channel or whatever, but this is just what's really relevant in my life right now. I am more than just makeup. You know, I have this whole mom life going on, and I'm obviously super passionate about it. It's just a huge part of who I am, and a huge reason for, I think, a lot of personal growth for me has been through this mom journey. So I don't want to keep that element off of this channel. I actually really do want to include it in like maybe weekly types of vlogs. So thank you for your interest. Thank you so much for your love and support. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.